holidays at home. It's a simple idea and one that we're all embracing right now more than ever. I'm Ashley King, host of Divine, and tonight we're going to celebrate the simple things, from getting together with our family and friends to shopping and, of course, food. In the next hour, we're talking to the experts at 3 Wiseman Holiday Lighting on how to make your house look as amazing as this one. We're also headed into the kitchen for delicious food ideas. I'm sharing my own sweet potato casserole recipe, and Marlisa Goldsmith is fulfilling her pregnancy cravings with chicken wings. Even a dessert from Adam Bowles. You're going to be hungry. But first, let's find some gifts that are truly one of a kind.
I am so excited. I get to be creative in a different way today. I'm here at the Painted Pig in the Heights, and I am going to go inside and do some pottery. But they also have pottery to go. What? Pottery to go? What's that about? We're going to find out.
We mostly offer paint your own pottery, but we also offer glass fusion, door hangers, and mosaics. We're also a paint your own pottery studio where you can create your own work of art, and we will glaze and fire it for you. All right, let's go for a tour of the Painted Pig. All of the pottery that you see on the walls is white and ready to go, ready for you to pick out your perfect colors. So all of these colors are going to show you what the paint looks like when it's fired. They're going to look completely different in the bottle versus on the tile.
I'm so excited, Allie. What are we going to do?
All right, so we're going to paint a little bit of pottery. I've got a blank piece, and then I have a plate for that's ready to be a Cookies for Santa plate with the design already fired on. It's just like coloring book. So all you have to do is fill in the lines.
And then put the cookies on it.
And then we bake it, and then you bake the cookies, and you put the cookies on
That's
there.
even better. I like that.
When a customer walks in, we bring in our top 10 colors, and we also have our palettes and our brushes and our water cups.
All right. Apparently, I'm trending because I picked pastel colors, and she said that's kind of what's going down lately. So next is, I need you to write on it because I don't feel comfortable. All right, I'd be happy to.
All right, Cookies for Santa. I just love a good, simple splatter. And there's your splatter effect. Normally it takes about 24 hours from start to finish for a kiln to fire. So we typically tell everybody about a week to 10 days, maybe just a little bit longer in the holidays just because we get really backed up. So this time of year, we do recommend reservations. We used to just be a walk-in studio, but since COVID, we've reduced our tables greatly. And don't forget, we also offer custom pottery. So if you don't want to paint it and you want us to paint it, we can capture those footprints and handprints and make something really special for you this Christmas.
Returning our pottery to go projects to the Painted Pig to be fired, and picking up my Cookies for Santa plate, and it is cute.
Hey, welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to be showing you a recipe that my mom made when we were growing up, and now I make it too. And it's probably more like a dessert, but we eat it as a side dish. It's sweet potato casserole. So I've set my oven at 350, and we're going to bake this for about 30 minutes once we get it all mixed up and put the topping on. And I also already heated up my sweet potatoes. And this is kind of a quick and easy way to do this. So we're going to add our 2 eggs. And hopefully I don't get a bunch of eggshells in here. I'm not the best at doing that. Don't judge. This is a stick of butter. Told you it's more like dessert. A cup of sugar. We're also gonna add a little bit of vanilla. And then you wanna put in a cup of coconut too, if you like coconut. Now I'm heating up a stick of butter, and this is going to be the topping on the sweet potato casserole. And just ignore all of the food that I've already gotten on myself. I'm a really messy cook. All right, now that we have this all mixed up, this sugary, yummy substance, I'm gonna put it over the top of our sweet potato mixture. And I'm just gonna put some pecans on top. I hope you enjoy it with your family and have a happy holidays. It's hot.
Woo! So this chopping board is the most important thing for this particular dish for Thanksgiving. Of course, we did our traditional turkey, ham, beans, rolls, gravy, stuff like that. But we always had this treat. I thought it was a treat because we would eat on this for days. But I was always in the kitchen helping Mom chop up the ingredients for this, and it was called Mexican stew, and I found her recipe. And so that is what I'm going to do. I don't cook. This is not cooking. This is just cutting and then stirring up the yumminess. And Mother, I need your help for measuring and stuff. 2 small cans of chopped chilies. Oh, I was using it wrong. Oh, did I need to drain them? Oh, I know I've got to drain this. What's funny is I love this dish, but I do not like black olives. Ow, she's bailing out on me already. She doesn't like my avocados. Well, a lady helped me pick them out. Okay, here's an, if you wouldn't mind, I would so appreciate, I'll give you $1 if you'd finish those. And maybe $2. Oh, great.
Oh, I didn't say it. Am I recording?
Well, sure, Mama.
Well, you didn't tell me that. You can bet that.
Yeah, whatever you just said, yes, I can edit that out. But I can go ahead. Was I yelling in your ear? I thought you were going to stab me.
I thought about it.
Yeah, I'll do the
I'm
onions.
not making this whole thing. This is hard enough.
I know, but you do it so good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at that technique. It's pretty true. I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't realize how loud I am. You want me to get you some earplugs?
I think I need them. You talk loud.
I know I do.
Oh, you think you're hard of hearing?
No, I just never heard as a child.
Oh, yeah, right.
Had to yell.
I'm not chopping anything else. The avocados are it for me.
Well, it's a big job, so thank you. I can handle the rest. Way to clean up that language. Good job, Barb. Ugh, I hate the touch. Love the taste of avocados. I hate touching them.
I do too, thank you.
All right, you did great. You can wash up now, Mom. I feel like we have like a dicer thing, but then I'd have to look for it, and I don't want to. Could you get the onions out, and then you can go sit down, Mom, because you've worked so hard. I mean, seriously.
Worked very hard.
Yeah, you did. Those avocados were a horrifying mess. So I really appreciate you doing that part. Once this is done, I wish I could take it to my co-workers. Those days are over for a while. There you go. This dish is best served when it's had time to marinate. And then you get your favorite chip and you go to town.
So my name's Daniel Hogan, and the business is 3 Wise Men Holiday Lighting. We provide a commercial lighting service, just a little bit better than what you can buy in stores, and they'll buy their products from me. A lot of companies rent, but you actually buy your products from our company. So it's an investment that you actually get something back from. So what we do is we come to each house and we customize them. It's not just strands of lights everywhere. We actually cut and fit up customized work to where it looks very unique to the house. And we try to really get the corners of the house out, that way you can really see it on the street and you have that old school look. So we've been getting an earlier start this year, yes. We've had quite a few calls come in, as early as August, actually, believe it or not. And always around October, we get a lot of calls. Here lately, November has been blowing up as it does every year. People always call to ask, do you have any room? And fortunately enough, we have enough crews to run, so we're able to accommodate all of that. Really, all you have to do is call us and let us know what you want. We come out there and do that, and then in the years to come, all they do is pay us to come out there and service the lights, put them up, take them down, and store them for the next year. It's a really unique service. So when it comes to safety, yes, we always like to tell people that what we do is have it to be a 2-man job. So if you're doing your house at home, I always recommend you do at least 2 people doing the job. In case something happens, you definitely want somebody there. Always be mindful of cords as well, because that's one of the main things that you trip up on. I know it's frustrating at times when you have to have other lights up, but when you pull them down, it's just as frustrating. You just can't let it get the anger get the best of you. You always need to do it with 2 people. It's the safest way to go. Obviously, I have a little bit more than 2 people just because of the business, but if you're doing it at home, I would definitely recommend that as a safety. We do have a lot of charities that we do serve. We have a couple of churches that we serve, but also some of the main things that we like are Haven House. We get to do that this year. We provide lights on also the Bethlehem House. We've done that for a couple of years. A couple of our businesses, we just like to light up the holidays for those in need, and it brings us a joy just as much for them as it does for us. We've been around for quite a while, and we've been blessed with all the business that we've got, so we love just serving and seeing the lights. The boys I know like driving around at night and seeing all of the lights that they put up, and I definitely know the kids do. So.
Well, I love the idea of putting up my own lights, but maybe I should leave it to the professionals. They clearly know how to make it sparkle. I mean, look at this beautiful house behind me. Up next, are you a fan of eggnog? UA Pulaski Tech's Culinary School is taking it to the next level. We're toasting to the season when Holidays at Home, a Vine special, returns.
I'd been in this area before. Right across the street is the Faulkner County Urban Farm Project, and I've done a story over there. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Phoeba.
And now I'm here at the farm stand, and there is a connection, a husband and wife team.
Welcome to the farm stand. We're at Bella Urban Farm, which is a small urban farm located here in Conway, and we just opened up our on-site local foods grocery store. So we're really excited to be open for the holiday season. We carry 100% locally sourced food and crafts from all over Arkansas. And it started about 2 years ago when we just had the vision to create a community grocery store that carried all local products. So something that was open year-round, unlike the farmers markets in this area, something where people could come all week to buy local food from our local farmers in central Arkansas. And we actually buy a lot of our produce from Heifer Ranch in Perryville and also Heifer Urban Farm in Little Rock. We have honey, local meat, eggs, cheese, crafts, woodworking. So the Bartley family used to own this property and this land, and they used to have a huge garden here in the front yard and backyard. They won Garden of the Year several years, and they have been a huge inspiration for us just going forward with this project. A unique feature in our shop is our local producers and artisans map. So when you come in here to buy products, you can actually see where they came from in our state.
Well, I obviously love the heart, the history, and the mission behind this local, tiny, adorable little grocery store. So I've got to get to shopping.
Hook me up local. Hey, got some awesome stuff in there.
Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? We're going to make an eggnog bread pudding today with a rum raisin sauce and an eggnog whipped cream. Hope y'all are excited because I am. One of our traditions in my family is on Christmas Eve, we enjoy a nice glass of eggnog and enjoy each other's company before Christmas morning. So what I have here is I have a half a loaf of challah bread. So the recipe calls for a full loaf, so I'm just going to show you the steps. So with your challah bread, you want to cut it into 1-inch cubes. One good tip, a lot of people don't really care for bread pudding, especially because of the wet texture. What I do with my cubes is I toast it off like a crouton. And as soon as it comes out of the oven, I put it into my custard mixture and I let it soak for about 3 to 5 minutes. And then I go ahead and transfer it into my baking dish. So here in this bowl, I have 3 eggs. I have a quart of our Highland Dairy eggnog, and I have some cinnamon, nutmeg, sugar, and vanilla. So this is our custard base that I have ready. And what I do is I put in my toasted bread, and then I combine it all together to make sure that each piece is nice and soaked. So So while this is sitting, we're going to move on to our sauce. So in here, I have a stick of Highland Dairy unsalted butter. I'm going to add in a cup of brown sugar. And then I'm going to whisk this together. Now, the consistency is going to look a little thick at first because of how it's combining. It's going to look kind of weird. You're going to see the fat solids from the butter kind of separate a little bit. But now is the fun part. So in this is a 1/4 cup of golden raisins and about a 1/4 cup and some extra spiced rum. So we're going to pour the rum off into our mixture here. And you're gonna hear a sizzling sound and you're gonna see the sauce start to come together a little more. It's gonna look more like a caramel than anything else. So once you get it all stirred together and combined, and it's one homogeneous mixture, you're gonna pour in your raisins. Now then you want to reduce this for about 5 minutes so that it'll thicken up a little bit. So right here I've got one that I have already made and it's been nice and thickened. So it's going to have like a caramel consistency and it's going to be thicker. It's going to have a thicker viscosity. So now, super easy trick with any casserole dish. So I like to grease my pans with Highland butter. And so what I do is I put in 2 tablespoons of butter, throw it in the oven, let it melt, pull it out, and then I rotate it around to make sure that all the sides are nice and oiled or buttered in this case. So now we're going to put our bread pudding in our pan. So now this is going to go into an oven that's been preheated at 350 for about 40 minutes. And when it comes out, it looks like this. So it's nice and golden on the top. We want to look for a little bit of a spring back, but not too much. So it's cooked all the way through. So this is our bread pudding base that we're going to start with. And then we're going to top it with some of our sauce. Looks so good. And then our wonderful topping. This is an eggnog whipped cream. Tastes just like drinking the whipped cream or the eggnog out of the carton. It's so good. And then my favorite part is some chopped pecans just to give it some more texture and flavor. It is so good. It tastes like Christmas morning. Like, I love eggnog so much, but the combination of the rum raisin sauce and the texture of the bread pudding and pecans, it is just fantastic. You got to try it out.
That looks amazing. And one of my favorite parts of the holidays is the food. You can see I've got some skills, but that's just the beginning. I've invited some of my friends to share their favorite recipes. It's coming up on Holidays at Home, a Vine special.
And this is Stella, and we are going to show you one of our favorite recipes that we love to make for the holidays. And we don't really subscribe to the whole green bean casserole type deal, so we kind of have switched as a family to doing Brussels sprouts and butternut squash. and just caramelizing them in the oven and maybe toasting some pecans to put on top. We're gonna cut this butternut squash. You can cut it in half, and there's some insides, and so we're gonna take that out.
Can I start?
Yeah, you can do this, and I will do the other. And then we're just gonna dice this up. We are gonna cut up our Brussels sprout, and I'm just gonna cut the bottoms off and then cut them in half. Leaves that fall off, you kind of want those. Those are gonna be good little crispy, crunchy pieces that cook up when you cook this at a high heat. And we're gonna slide those in the pan along with the butternut squash. And then I like to just take a whole thing of garlic and cut it off. All the flavors are gonna come out. So I put twice as much salt as you think you'll need. And then pepper. So then we're gonna add some olive oil, just like this. And also, I like to use some melted butter because it tastes good. And that's also gonna up the burn temperature for this recipe because we're gonna roast this at 450. You can use any vegetables for this with your Brussels sprouts. Like if you use mushrooms, you probably want to roast those differently than a butternut squash, but these are both hardy winter vegetables, so they're gonna take a little while in the oven. Now we're gonna take them out. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And I mean, look at how pretty they are. They're all golden brown on the bottom especially. I just caramelized or candied a few pecans. Stella, do you want to dump them in?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and dump the whole tray in. We just did that with a little bit of butter and brown sugar, and I like to use a little blackening seasoning. Okay, we're done. Stella, you want to try it?
Yeah.
Scouty approved? Yeah, Scouty approved.
Hello down there. Hope you can hear me because it's about 12 foot up here. Now the piece of resistance in this home is the Christmas tree. This Christmas tree is about 12 foot tall, so we need some big ladders to get this guy decorated. We kept it clean and simple, so you can either have a real traditional tree, which we also have in the kitchen. This tree we have in the kitchen is what we call the travel tree. And that's because this family, everywhere they go, they buy ornaments. And this is put in the kitchen so the family can see it while they're eating dinner and that type of thing. It's very sentimental to them. But the tree in the den is the designer tree. And we did beautiful pink ribbon, which has glitter on it. We did gold ribbon to bring a little bit of softness to it. And then huge clusters of ornaments. But when we were about finished with this tree, we were missing something. So I decided to go ahead and get some big snowflakes. And she's painting those a cool glitter fuchsia pink. We're gonna tuck those in the tree, and that's gonna finish it off. But some other elements in the den that we did are these urns, which usually have silk plants in them. We took those out and then just did big clusters of ornaments and added gold sprays of different leaves, foliage, and holly, and even some hydrangea, which gives it a beautiful, elegant look. One thing I really love is the coffee table. They already had the orchid that was a fuchsia color, and they had these vases, so it's so simple. All you need sometimes just a little touch of an ornament to add Christmas cheer. And we add these ornaments to the tops of the vases, giving a little bit of bling bling. And remember, a little bling bling is a good thing, but you can't go overboard. Then we also have this console table. So we did some really cool garland that's pre-lit, and then we added a little bit more of the pink ribbon to tie in the tree. So we had the same theme going throughout the room, left the contemporary vase, which I love, and then added some more ornaments and these glittered snowflakes. So the whole room ties together. So remember, add bright colors to your decor. It doesn't always have to be green and red, which still are my favorite colors, but you can add pinks, purples, silvers, golds, and even blues and teals if you want to give it a really cool custom look. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Chris H. Olsen is always impressing me with his Christmas decorations. I mean, who would have thought of a pink tree? My tree may be more traditional, but I'm still pretty proud of it. Still ahead, I'm going to show you how to make an ornament that doubles as a memento. Plus, we're headed to the Cotton Shed in Bryant, where you can find something special for everyone on your list. You're watching Holidays at Home, a Vine special. makes the holidays special for you? Is it seeing all of the Christmas lights, eating sweet treats, getting together with your family? I'm Ashley King from The Vine, and we are focusing on all of the joys of this season. We've decorated the house, eaten some great food, and we have more of that to come. But now, let's focus on shopping.
So since we are a vintage market, we love to help our customers find unique ways to incorporate vintage or antique or family heirloom pieces that you probably already have at home with some new items or items that you have found recently that you love. So we've put together, with the help from a lot of our vendors, some really cute ideas for your Thanksgiving table. So we have our vintage Lady Diana China pattern, which is so great for fall with the design on it. And then we have a lot of different vintage pieces. We have some old medicine bottles that we've turned into candle holders, which look really cute. Some vintage little turkey salt and pepper shakers, because you have to have some turkeys on your Thanksgiving table. But then we've also incorporated some newer items like a velvet pumpkin. The velvet pumpkins are really super popular this season. They've been popular for the last few seasons, but it adds some really pretty texture and color to the table, and some other little pumpkins and unique things. So it's just a great opportunity at Thanksgiving to pull out those pieces that you probably don't use on a day-to-day basis, but then mix in the things that you love from your new finds as well, and just put it together and create something really unique and special for your family this holiday. Don't worry if you don't have anything vintage around your home, because here at the Cotton Shed we have 200 vendors. They all have their own booths just chock full of all kinds of vintage finds that you're gonna fall in love with. And remember, things don't have to match perfectly. You can pick one or two pieces of something that you really like, put them together, and create your own unique look. Such as this cute little vintage cookie jar turkey. He would be great to fill with some treats for your family. Or you can use this gorgeous ironstone pitcher for your Thanksgiving Day beverages. And after your Thanksgiving dinner, you can enjoy some coffee and dessert out of these gorgeous vintage coffee cup and saucers. Your support of our local businesses means so much.
All right, 2020 has been anything but traditional. So why should our meals be? For this year's contribution to the Thanksgiving feast, I'm making Jamaican jerk chicken wings. Let's get into it.
So the first thing you'll want to do is wash your chicken wings off. After you do that, drain the water out. And I just like to separate my wings into different bowls so that I can evenly coat them with the seasoning. And folks, don't be skimpy on the seasoning. I can't stand an unseasoned chicken wing. And then the last step before we marinate is to coat it with this seasoning. You can get a variety of options. It comes in mild and hot. Today I'm going to go with the mild just because I've been having an issue with eating a lot of spicy foods during the pregnancy. But hot is typically my favorite. Now you really just want to get deep down in there and mix your wings all together so that you can get the seasoning in the cracks and the crevices. Now that they're evenly coated and nicely seasoned, I'm going to put a lid on them, and these two bowls will go in the refrigerator.
All right, so the wings have been marinating actually for 4 hours, and the longer you're able to let them marinate, the better they're going to be. Smells so good. And my mom always taught me when cooking, if you cook low and slow, the more tender your meat is going to be. So we're going to cook these wings at about 350 for about 1 hour 20, an hour and a half. If you have the time, you can put the temperature a little bit lower, but I'm hungry.
Wow, Marlisa, those wings look amazing. Perfect for any get-together, but what about dessert? Adam Bowles is showing off his skills in the kitchen, but first, I'm getting crafty with an easy do-it-yourself project for your Christmas tree. Stay with us. color theme for my Christmas tree this year is blue and green, but when I was looking at my tree, I didn't think there were enough ornaments that actually combine those two colors together. So I decided to make my own because I remember my daughters had just thrown out some skirts. They wear a uniform to school and their colors are blue and green plaid on the skirts. So I decided to dig those out, the ones that they thought were kind of worn and tattered, and actually make some ornaments. So I'm going to show you how I did that today. And here are all of the items that you're going to need to actually make these ornaments. So just little pieces of fabric that I've already cut into pieces that are 2 to 3 inches long. I mean, it kind of has that like distressed look. Not because it wasn't really on purpose, it just does. But it doesn't look bad, I don't think. Found this wire here at the house and cut little pieces into 2 or 3 inch long pieces. Then you're gonna need a styrofoam ball, and I chose this small one because the bigger ones, it just takes forever, it feels like, to actually complete this. Plus, once you're done, this is a pretty good size for your tree, and it's a little bit bigger, as you can see. And then I found these in the Christmas section at Hobby Lobby. So this is actually what we hang on the tree. So we're gonna take these little sections that I already cut from the fabric and just fold in half. I'm gonna take one of these pieces of the wire and wrap it around there until it looks like a little, you know, you want a little pointy place there on the end, and you're gonna stick that right into the ball. All right, so you're just gonna keep doing this. I like to put on, you know, THV 11 or maybe a podcast or some Christmas music, and then I just zone out. Once you've got, I don't know, I go all the way around one way and then I start kind of filling in on each side. So just gonna put this one over here. So I actually added a little bit of hot glue to this to make it stick. Why I put my finger on hot glue, I don't know. But I did use one of these just like I did with the fabric pieces, and I put it in there after twisting it around. But then I went ahead and stuck some hot glue on there too. And then that's it. A little fluffy ball there that brings some color to your tree.
You know, when it comes to holiday decorating, well, if you know me, I like to do things with a twist. And the twist is maybe a slightly contemporary vibe. Some of you might be a little bit more traditional, and I go both ways actually with that. But this house lends to a contemporary clean feel. So first I start off with the home, and that's what you need to do for yourself. Start off with the style of your house. Go with that, and then go with what you like, and don't be afraid if they're not traditional colors, because in this house we're using gold, silvers, whites, and different versions of pink, and all these colors, especially the pink, was taken from the fabric in the dining room chairs. Now, a lot of us spend a lot of time in 2 rooms of our house. 1, the bedroom, and usually we're asleep. 2, the kitchen if we're cooking and eating and that type of thing, especially if we're spending time with our family. So the kitchen becomes an important part to also decorate. Sometimes it's actually forgotten. So I'll show you what we did at this house that kind of made it a little bit fun. Now they have a elongated chandelier or light fixture over their island. And because it has a contemporary twist to it, we didn't want to cover it, make it too thick. So we hung these snowflakes. Now they have glitter, and the purpose of that is to reflect the light of the light fixture. So it looks like it's actually snowing here in the kitchen. So it's a little bit of fun thing. But keeping with that snowflakes, what I love to do with snowflakes is lay them flat on my counter and then use them as a small pedestal for containers. For example, here we have this beautiful bowl. It already had a silk arrangement in it, so we just kind of accentuated it with this beautiful gold twig, and then we added these great fuchsia ornaments. Just give it just the slightest touch so you know it's still Christmas. But I love it laying on top of the snowflakes. Now this kitchen also has nooks, so they are great opportunities for holiday decorating. So we did this cool tall tree. Now it's slender, but it's tall, so it gives vertical emphasis. And it's LED, so it's warm lights. Plus it uses minimal electricity, so you can have it on all day if you're home all day. And it lightens and brightens up this corner. And then we just took great clusters of assorted ornaments in our color theme, added them as a skirt to the bottom. Of course, she had this big black vase, so I put a big ornament on the top of that. And then we have traditional dare. So in the end of the day, the kitchen becomes a festive place that you can enjoy. So it's endless possibilities is what I always say. Use your imagination, all will work. You will love it, your family will love it, and so will your friends.
Adam Bowles here, and this is my friend, Melanie Gloucester. And the secret is, I do not know how to cook.
It's not a secret.
If I was cooking, all I would bring is ice. So that's why she's gonna help me make Frito bars, and they're at thebomb.com. All right, so how do you make this?
Easy. It sounds gross, but it's really good. Spray a pan, and we're even using a throwaway. Super easy.
There you go. And I guess you pour Fritos in there?
You do. A job even Adam can do.
Wow. So all you have to do is like Vanna White, pour it all in the pan. So ingredients for Frito bars, all you need is what?
Peanut butter, and you
Okay.
can use creamy or crunchy, whatever your choice is.
Boom. Creamy peanut butter, nice. And what else?
Corn syrup.
Corn
I
syrup.
use dark corn syrup, but you can use light corn syrup, either one. And a little vanilla.
And a little vanilla.
Always use good vanilla. So just a splash.
Ooh, splash.
Perfect. You're gonna put this on the stove and stir it. You're gonna
Okay.
let it come to a boil, and then you're going to pour that yummy peanut butter mixture all over your Fritos. Pop that in the fridge for about an hour to let the peanut butter set.
And now all you need is what? Chocolate, right?
Yes, and I make a chocolate ganache, which is cream and chocolate chips, but you can make this super simple. Get a package of Hershey bars, melt them, and pour them over, and that'll work just fine.
Ooh, nice.
And use the leftovers for s'mores. And then the magic happens.
All right. So check this out. Look how yummy, yummy that is. The chocolate, the Fritos, you get the sweetness, you get the saltiness. This is perfect for, oh, hold on.
He won't be able to talk after this. And the last pro tip, anytime you're doing a dessert with chocolate, sprinkle a little sea salt on top, which makes an ordinary dessert gourmet. He needs a moment. Well, holiday parties aren't the norm this year, but that doesn't mean we can't look good for our families on our Zoom gatherings. Get ready to dazzle with Vine contributor LEAH Patterson.
Hello everyone, this is LEAH Patterson, and I've got a really fun DIY skincare mask for you. Actually, you'll be able to use this as a scrub as well for the holidays. Super easy to make, with some ingredients that are going to be super simple to find. You've probably got them in your kitchen now. And the extra added benefit is that it's going to smell heavenly. It's going to remind you of the holidays because we're actually going to be using some spices today. We're going to jump right in. So the key ingredients that we're going to be using are honey. So honey is it's a humectant and it adds moisture, and it also has its own antibacterial properties. So that's why it's going to be great to use, and it's also going to be the base of our mask. For cinnamon. Cinnamon is a wonderful antiviral, antibacterial. It actually helps to increase circulation in your skin as well. So that helps to kind of get those toxins up out of the skin. And using nutmeg. So nutmeg is another wonderful spice that really, like, obviously smells wonderful, but it has amazing properties for helping to clear acne, for helping to soothe inflammation. It also is really, really great for fine lines and wrinkles, and it does wonders for blemishes as well. So it's really wonderful. So we're gonna be using that. And the key is that all of these are gonna help clear acne. All of these are gonna help clear any kind of inflammatory situation in your skin. So the recipes are super simple. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take a teaspoon of each, and you just wanna add enough honey so that it becomes pasty. And you could add a little bit of water just to cut it a little bit, but this is really nice like this, so it's got a really nice consistency there. And really, you know, you're gonna use this super simple way. You're just gonna put it on. You can use it as a scrub, so you can use it twice a week as a scrub, and it's just gonna feel amazing. And you can also use it as a mask. You can use it once a week as a mask, and you basically put it on, you let it sit for about 20 minutes. I'm telling you, your skin is gonna feel so smooth and so soft, and you will absolutely notice a difference in blemishes and breakouts. It's great to use hormonally, like so when you have hormonal breakouts, it's a great mask to use to kind of pamper yourself, and it smells wonderful for the holidays, so it's perfect for right now.
Sometimes discovering Arkansas means discovering your creativity, and I'm gonna discover mine by slinging some paint here at Southern Studio. Come on.
We do a little bit of everything here, from wood projects, take and makes, and also we have Arkansas's only splatter paint cave. And we don't clean up any messes in there either. So we offer projects that you can order online and come in and pick up, so you can do them at home if you're having friends over. I have a great ornament kit. Also for the kiddos, they love it. Everybody is looking for something to keep them entertained right now. So we offer a lot of different projects to get their creativity out. What would getting creative be without a little creative juice? We have local beers, great wine selection. We have here some of our different projects. One of my favorites right now, and has been really popular, we have an ornament bar. This is just a take and make. I took the liberty of making you a special stencil for your canvas. Are you ready to see it? Discover
That is awesome! Oh my gosh, so cute.
Well, it's time to gear up. We are gonna put on a poncho and some very stylish shoes. Do you have this in a different color? Okay, looks like we have your sign hung and ready. Also, your paint's ready to go.
Okay, so she said I could let out some aggressions.
Somebody do the dishes!
When's the last time you took the trash out? So there's 6 cups of paint. There's a color for all of my aggressions and family members. It's just, oh no, it's missing something. That's it. I'm done. Mic drop. Okay, what about this cute mask you have on? I think we might need to do that too.
Y'all are in luck.
Diva, if I have to wear this cute poncho, you've got to put one on too.
We're gonna have custom masks we made ourselves.
376-1111, whose is better?
Ours are both uniquely special.
And what I did in this splatter cave, they can actually bring it to you with their mobile splatter cave. They set up a tent, they bring out the paint and everything you need.
All right, we're gonna go put this under the fan and let dry. Then we'll take the stencil off and see your Discover Arkansas masterpiece.
So these are my finished products. So go discover Southern Studio and go get your creativity on and discover somewhere in Arkansas.
So this is the Christmas present I got Ashley and her family because they are big time into sports. And she likes a little vino from time to time. So I am at the slobbymom.com and we're gonna make a personalized label for that wine bottle that really doesn't have wine in it. It's probably like vinegar, but it's just for decoration.
Hi, I'm Kat SLABODNIK, and I started a company out of my house called theslobbymom.com. I make wine labels. Let me tell you how it works. So you can send me a photo or an idea or a picture of something that you like, and we can work together. If you have a specific occasion, like an anniversary, a birthday, Christmas present. So I did custom artwork for a friend of mine who's a Southwest flight attendant, and I then took the painting and turned it into a wine label. Theba got a gift for Ashley that incorporates a wine bottle. So what we're gonna do is create a wine label for it. Theba told me that Ashley is pretty laid back. So together we came up with the Mellow Marsh Merlot. All right, so now we're gonna get this bottle ready for Ashley, but while I'm doing this, I just wanna let you know that I can provide the bottle of wine, or if the person that you're gifting the wine to has a specific wine that they like to drink, you could tell me and you could bring the bottle of wine over. Since it's the holidays, give me about 3 to 5 business days to complete your order. I can ship it out to you. Here you are, Ashley. Fun custom gift from your friend Theba. Hope you enjoy it.
So just flip this. What's this here? Yep. Oh my gosh! Look at that! Mellow Marsh Merlot. That is so cute. So because your family is all about sports, that is in honor of your family, and the wine is in honor of you, and I love you and I appreciate working with you and our friendship.
Oh, thanks, Theba. This is so cute. Did you make this?
No. I ain't got those skills.
It's moments like that that make me so grateful this holiday season. I'm blessed for friends like Theba and the rest of my coworkers, my 3 daughters, my husband and the rest of my family, my 2 pups and cat, and I'm especially grateful that I get to be in your home every morning to spread joy on the vine. Make sure to take a little time this year to tell someone how much you appreciate them. Maybe a small token of affection from your favorite small business, or whip up a delicious dish in your kitchen. I hope we've inspired you on Holidays at Home, a Vine special.